Hello everyone. As you can see today, I have neither two elements. I have no students, no technological means to shoot my lesson, but in both cases, I'm gonna be recording the lesson in order to deliver the assignment. Our lesson today is about a part of listening, which is pre-listening. Now, if you open the textbook together, you will see a group of body vocabulary that we're going to learn together today. So, before we listen to the audio, I want you to do something, which is I want you to write on the board what are the body parts or the body organs that you know and what do they do, because we're going to talk or you're going to listen about body functions. Now, if you're asking about the meaning of function, I would say it's like the job of your body organ. For example, if I may ask, what's the job of your eyes? Some of you will answer, yes, indeed. The eyes can make us see, so that's the function of the eyes. So now you'll take 2 minutes to write on the board the body organs that you already know. Okay, and after that, some of you wrote some of the body organs that you know already and their jobs. So now, while listening to the video recording or the audio recording, if I may just say, before listening to it, we can discuss some facts about the body organs that we know. For example, one of you here mentioned, or wrote to be exact, that the heart pumps blood. Now, if you don't know what is the meaning of pumps, you will also hear that in the audio. Another student here wrote that the brain makes us think. So that's really nice. So far, you were able to tell two parts of the body organs that we're going to listen about. And actually, you're going to listen to more than 8 body organs that we use differently. Now, before I decide to play the audio, I will tell you about these body parts so you can identify them and see them visually. The first one is the heart. And secondly, we have 2 lungs, and then the stomach, the intestines beneath our stomachs, and also the brain that's inside of your head, the blood cells, which carry your blood, and also the kidneys, which you have 2 of them underneath your stomach also. Finally, all of these are called digestive systems, which include both stomachs and intestines. We also have the nerves that would enable you to feel heat. Well, most of you know what muscles are if you go to the gym, and if you know what I mean. And we also have the skeleton, which are the group of bones that are connected in your body. So, now, as you've seen the pictures of these body parts, you will be able to listen to the audio. And please remember this always. You're going to listen to the audio for more than 5 or 6 times approximately. And while listening each time, I'll stop the recording so you can memorize what's the vocabulary or what's the body organ that you're speaking of. You can take some notes, and I want you to divide the paper into 2 sections. The first section, you will write on it what you already know about the body organ, and in the second section, you will write the new things that you've heard in the you will write the new things that you've learned about it in the audio. Now, after we finish listening, we have some questions that are provided for you in the worksheet. Now, when answering these questions, you must connect what you know to the pictures. You will see pictures of each body organ, even in the worksheet. They are colored, and you will also see some facts that you've already heard in the audio about each body part. Let's illustrate an example. For example, there's the picture of the lungs, as you can see. So, if I ask you, which fact is related to the vocabulary lungs? One of you might say, well, we can breathe with 2 of our lungs. You see, so here you also must pay attention to your use of critical thinking. Because when you're using critical thinking, you have to pay attention to small details or mistakes that you might encounter during the questions in your worksheet. For example, I can carry things with my nerves. Is that correct? It'll definitely not be correct because you cannot carry things with your nerves, so the fact and the vocabulary are not matched. So you must pay attention to hear these exact details in the audio recording. Well, some questions might be really sophisticated, and maybe only those of you who are, let's say, who are used to thinking about difficult questions will answer them. For example, listen to this fact. It's a body part where it's made of two parts, and it can also filter toxics from our body. Heavy information, right? Well, if it's really heavy, you can ask also to chunk the information or to simplify it from the teacher. So again, listen to the audio, take notes on both sides of the paper, and when the audio finishes, you can ask questions to your teacher and tell him to chunk out ideas for you as much as possible and as you need. So now, please take out your papers, divide them into two sections, and prepare to listen to the audio.